Hi, Startup Show San Diego, still here at the San Diego Smart City Hackathon, but again, some special guests. We're covering the out-of-town VIPs, and this is really out of town. I spent a lot of time getting government, industry, and academia to work together, so .gov is a big thing for me, and we have a special guest here.
How about telling us who you are and what brought you here?
Sure. My name's Nate Levine. I'm a co-founder of OPENGOV. We're a Silicon Valley software firm that helps governments analyze their financial and performance information and share it with the public. And I'm here as a judge for the hackathon. I was brought down by Jonathan Reichenthal here, who is the CIO of the city of Palo Alto.
Awesome. So take me back to the first conversation you ever had where somebody said, "Let's open Gov." And what was your impact when this idea came?
Yeah.
Did you originate it? Did somebody?
Well, it was a team of us. I was at Stanford University studying engineering. I was with a group of colleagues with similar interests. We were interested in government policy, had a tech background, and we were trying to figure out how we could use technology to better serve government. And we thought there was kind of a missing link there. And we started asking governments for data, and we could never get it. Actually, City of Palo Alto was one of the first governments that we worked with, and we found out there, for example, there was no easy way to get access to their financial information. State of California, same issue. If you wanted information on prison recidivism rates, education, finance, you name it, it became this big homework project, and it was expensive in time and resources. So we saw that world, and we thought, hey, if we want to help governments, we need to help them better access their data, better utilize that data, and better share it. So I don't know who said it first, but I think it was like a collective moment where we all said this is a really big problem and we want to go fix it.
Okay, so you had a vision of expanding the world, and you did real things to it, but what I've known from personal experience, once you expand the world pushes back, and all of a sudden you have a problem. It could be a marketing problem, a hiring problem, a compliance problem. What was the first biggest problem that just floored you?
Honestly, how hard it is for governments to buy things or do new things, to implement new ideas. I think doing anything in the government space is difficult. I think governments deal with a lot of barriers. Some of them there for good reasons. But if you're trying to do business in government and promote a new idea, there's going to be a lot of resistance to that. They're conservative organizations, procurement's very hard. So that was our biggest challenge. I mean, we had to find early partners, Palo Alto being one of them, who were willing to take a big risk with us. And it was a slow grind until we kind of got more momentum and more visibility.
Okay, so let's say you're at some event in San Diego. You're looking outside, the weather's great, maybe it's happy hour, you're sitting there and you're just sitting there smiling. Somebody walks up to you and says, "Why are you smiling so back?" And you're thinking back, it's 5 years in the future, and you're saying, "Well, I'm just so excited that the world is this way." What is that one thing that makes you smile 5 years from now?
Sure. Well, our vision and what gets everybody at OpenGov up in the morning and working so hard every day is a world where every government is connected, where all of the information about where they're spending money, where they're allocating resources, how they're performing on crime, education, you name it, where all of that's collected, organized, and distributed to a network, so that they can drive best practices, so governments can see how others are operating, and so we're all making better and smarter decisions and faster decisions. So, I mean, that's what we're excited about. That's the vision that we're pushing towards, and I'm pretty confident we'll get there.
What's the next specific great thing that you're going to deliver now?
As a company?
Term.
As a company?
You personally, or as a company?
Me personally. Well, if anybody's familiar with what we're doing, we've focused historically mostly on financial information, and this year, as a company, we're pushing heavily into performance information, trying to figure out how do programs actually operate, how do we measure them, and how do we tie that back to where resources are going. So that's what we're going to start delivering this year and into the future.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming down to San Diego.
And thank you for spending time with Startup Show San Diego. Catch you later.